Good evening, everybody. How's it going tonight? Texas Redleg here. I wanted to give a shout out to Pinball Preparedness. I've been watching your videos. Man, I really like them. Everybody should go check him out if you haven't already. Him and Hill Country Prepper are a couple that I watch normally. So is Bamp Spike, Bear Independent, Prepper Nation, and of course a whole host of others that I'm not mentioning right now, but I do watch those fairly regularly. But this video tonight is more of the, you can just feel or at least I can just feel the tension and the abrasiveness and the divisiveness that's going on in the country. And, there's just a lot of things that are happening that are, man-made in the fact that they want us at each other's throats. For whom the bell tolls, that's a good question, but it is going to toll, and it's tolling right now. And I see a lot of this mask and vaccine shaming going on. I don't have a problem wearing a mask. It's not my first choice. I wear one because I just don't want to deal with any headaches. I don't wear it everywhere I go. If a place requires a mask and I need to go in there and get something from them, if it's convenient for me and I have to go in anyway, I'll go ahead and just throw the mask on and go get it. It's not that big a deal to me. However, I understand that a lot of people have issues with that. But there's a lot of mask and actually vaccine shaming going on. So there's a lot of people that are just, head down, foot in front of the other, walking down the street, kicking the can down the road. They're just, get your vaccine, get your vaccine. Well, there's a lot of us out here that aren't real fired up about that yet. And it's probably going to have some ramifications down the road regarding things like freedom of movement. And they're already talking about restricted movement for anti-vaxxers, and that'll include, passport, passport renewals and, initial passports. And, if you've got a passport, you're probably going to have to present a vaccine card or some type of proof that you got the vax in order to get a stamp that allows you to have, free passage to wherever it is you're going. So I would fully expect that to be implemented at some point. A lot of this stuff that's been going on for the last couple of years is certainly conditioning for the future, unfortunately, in my opinion. But the mask and vaccine shaming, the threat of freedom of movement, being restricted for people that don't have or won't get the vaccine. I think this is all, part of the plan, so to speak, unfortunately. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't think there's enough data out on these vaccines yet to make me comfortable. It's not that I'm anti-vaccine, I just am uncomfortable with this one. And, anything that's done that fast, there's got to be some issues with it, and I think they're finding that out with some of them now. But I think that this thing is setting up to be a precursor to a lot of other controls. And I think those controls and the fact that there's so much race hatred and race abrasiveness and just general distrust amongst people. A civil war, it's a real possibility. Probably in some areas more than others, and it's a real shame. I think a lot of this this race talk and I hyperbole, rhetoric. I think a lot of it's just being stoked by the left to create division. And I don't understand why we just can't be people. I'm not one of these people that really buys into everything a certain party does. But I know what I see. And I'll tell you what, this stuff going on with the, black and white is just really unfortunate. And I'm not sitting here, saying that there's not a group of people out here in the, in our country that don't have a reason to complain. I'm not saying that. But what I am going to say is that life sure ain't fair, to everybody. And that's unfortunate. But it's unfair to a lot of people. And I think we've come a lot farther than that people ever thought we would. And it's unfortunate that there are people out there that are race baiting, and I call them race hustlers. Old Reverend Al, he likes to show up, whenever there's high profile cases. But why isn't he in Chicago? Why isn't he there trying to stop the black on black violence that happens on a daily basis there? Where are they at? Why is it always just got to be black and white? It's not valiant to just, overlook the child murders that happen on a weekly basis in Chicago and other places around the country that we've seen lately. It's horrific. This is the kind of stuff we need to be talking about. We're always going to have, the unfortunate stain of racism in this country. You're always going to have people that are that, unfortunately. I don't think we're ever going to stamp it out. But I think we're in a lot better position than we have been recently. And I think if people stop stoking the flames and stop trying to, incite race wars, we might be a lot better off. And I think there's, quite frankly, I think there's dumbasses on all sides. And we're just going to have to deal with them, I'm not saying that it's fair, and I'm not saying that it's right, but we can't let, the powers that be steer us to a race war that's, number one, going to be very deadly. Number two, unnecessary. And number three, will do nothing but benefit the people that are stoking the flames to create the problem in the first place. So I don't know why we just can't be people, and be Americans. I don't get it. In the military, there were people that were racist and had racist issues back when I was in. It wasn't, I would say, anything of an epidemic level. But we would say, eventually people would come around and say, you know what, we're just green, we just wear the uniform. And for a unit to be cohesive and functional and effective, that's how it has to be. And we as people really are no different. In order for America to function properly, we have to be on the same level, and we have to pull the wagon in the same direction. So again, I'm not discounting the fact that people have a complaint. Some people have a complaint about race, and rightly so. Okay, and historically, there's been a lot of bad things that happen. I don't think I'm not discounting that at all. I'm just thinking that we have to rise above it, and work together to make the country a safe place for everybody, and push back on these race baiters and people that want to hustle fear and hustle us against each other for their own, profit and self-betterment and grandstanding that they want to do. So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. I'll try to get on here more often. I've just been busy with work and such, but I do hope everybody's doing well. There's a lot of good videos out there recently that I think a lot of people would benefit from. Everything from the international politics to prepping to this incoming civil war that people are referring to, and all the way down to grocery shortages and fuel shortages. There's a lot of stuff going on that we need to be paying attention to. But anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know how things are looking in your areas. I think I paid $2.62 for gas today. But anyway, keep prepping, stack it deep, and long live the Republic.